Here's the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni controversy explained as simply as possible. So to understand everything, we need some context. Back in 2016, Colleen Hoover wrote the book It Ends With Us, a book about a girl in a toxic relationship. And a year later, totally unconnected, Justin Baldoni did a TED Talk about toxic masculinity titled I'm Done Trying to Be Man Enough. Now, not long after this, Justin wanted to make a movie addressing the negative effects of toxic masculinity, but didn't have any source material. His friend sent him the book It Ends With Us and said, hey, I think an adaptation of this book could be what you're looking for. Now, it's worth noting, this was before Colleen Hoover blew up on Book Talk, so she was still a relatively small author, but Justin read the book and thought, I have to adapt this into a movie. And after talking to Colleen Hoover about that possibility, she hired him on as the director, and he had said, I promised her that I would protect the book, I'd protect the intention and the why behind the book. And Colleen Hoover was so impressed by Justin, and she had seen his acting in shows like Jane the Virgin, that she had emailed him directly and said, have you ever thought about acting in the movie? Maybe Riley, perhaps? I think you could do it. Now, flash forward to where the drama starts. Justin is the director and the main male protagonist on the movie, and Blake Lively gets hired on as the main female character and is hired as a producer for the movie. So how does this relate to the controversy? Well, initially when they were filming it, it was smooth sailing, but afterwards when they were editing the film, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni didn't see eye to eye on how the final film should be edited together. Now, this disagreement continued to fester, but because Justin was the director, he ultimately had the final say on how the movie should be edited together, and Blake Lively did not like that. So because Blake Lively didn't feel like Justin was going to make the movie with her vision, she brought in Ryan Reynolds to start rewriting scenes and even got the editor from Deadpool and Wolverine to come in and make a cut of the movie for her version. But this only made tensions even higher, and so Blake Lively started turning cast members against Justin in hopes that this would help encourage him to pick her edit of the movie. But because he's the director and ultimately he has the final say, he picked his version, leading to all the cast members unfollowing him on Instagram. Now, people noticed this at first, but thought it could just be nothing until they started doing press tours and realized that Blake Lively and Justin were never promoting the film together. And so naturally, people started asking questions, and sources close to Blake Lively started rumors that it was because Justin made Blake Lively feel uncomfortable on set. And so because that's hard to disprove, the internet started turning on Justin. But around this time, fans also start turning on Blake Lively as they felt like a lot of her promotions for the movie were less about promoting the movie and more about promoting her own personal brands like her drink and hair company. But rumors of Justin making Blake feel uncomfortable on set continued to grow, so much so that he hired the same PR manager that represented Johnny Depp in the Amber Heard trial to represent him. And that leads us to right now, where the internet is split, taking either Justin or Blake Lively's side in the issue. And the hardest part is no one knows for sure what's right. Was it because Justin made Blake Lively feel uncomfortable on set and that's why there's a big rift? Or was it because Blake Lively has been putting her nose into Justin's editing and wanting her version of the movie to come out instead of his? Personally, I think Blake Lively feeling uncomfortable around Justin on set is less about how he treated her on set and more about the fact that he picked his version of the movie over hers. But that's my opinion. If you want to stay up to date on the latest news, make sure to follow and let me know in the comments what you think.